The Grand Canyon, a breathtaking expanse of rock and mystery, spanning 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and over 1,800 meters deep. It's no wonder it captures the imagination of millions. But there's more to it than just its sheer size and beauty. Some say that beneath its rocky facade lies a secret world waiting to be uncovered. Now, it's not hard to feel that shiver of intrigue when standing on the rim of the canyon. Looking at those vast expanses, you might wonder what secrets lie in those shadowed crevices and behind those distant cave mouths. Maybe ancient cave paintings, hidden treasures, or even a dormant creature from a bygone era. But one story in particular stands out, like a legend straight out of an adventure novel. Now let's dive back in time to April 5th, 1909. The Arizona Gazette published a mind-boggling headline about an underground city found in the Marble Canyon region of the Grand Canyon. Now, this wasn't just any city. It was a lost civilization complete with Oriental artifacts and even a Buddha statue. The man behind this discovery was G.E. Kincaid, an explorer claiming affiliation with the Smithsonian Institute. Kincaid recounted how, while traveling down the Colorado River, he spotted unusual rock stains about 2,000 feet above the riverbed. Upon closer inspection, he discovered a hard-to-reach cave entrance, and inside, a world that seemed to bridge continents and epochs. Passageways stretched out in every direction, leading to hundreds of rooms, some as spacious as modern-day living rooms. The architecture itself seemed ahead of its time, with thick walls, oval-shaped doors, and intricate ventilation systems. But the true astonishment lay in the artifacts. There were weapons, tools made of copper, and astonishingly, a Buddha statue holding a lotus flower. But the surprise didn't stop there.
But wait, there's more. This is a Pinguinati production.
Made it to the most remote village in the US, unfortunately. Alright, so we're on the other side of the village now, and I wish we could have showed you more, but obviously we're gonna be respectful and not film. I expected it to feel a lot like Monowai, which is the town that we visited in Nebraska that has a population of 1, and pretty much the only thing that the entire town consists of is a diner and one lady's house. But this was like a real town.
There were schools, churches, a restaurant, a grocery store, a post office.
The most remote post office in the US. I guess everything down here is probably the most remote. Cafe, lodge, so if you don't want to camp, you can stay at the lodge. It was a full mile to walk through the town, and we probably passed 50 houses. So you could do this trip really bougie. You could take the helicopter down, stay in the lodge, and just hike to the waterfalls.
It was a really good exercise in like not pulling out the camera, because there were just so many times I'd be like, oh, but like,
there are power lines that you can see stretching all the way down from the top of the canyon to get down and power the village. A bunch of fascinating stuff. But even though this is the most remote town in the US, over 20,000 people visit here every year. But they don't come to see the town. They come to see the waterfalls that we're gonna spend the next 2 days exploring.
And we can actually film those. Don't worry. The Grand Canyon is over 270 miles long and 6,000 feet deep, with over 5 million visitors every year. Most people are probably aware of its stunning landscapes, full of hiking trails, rivers, and waterfalls.
This is nuts! We still have a little ways to go. We're almost there.
But what you might not know is that there's a tiny village of 208 residents located right in the heart of this massive canyon. And today we're hiking 10 miles all the way to the bottom of the canyon to learn more about this secret village. Plus, of course, we'll explore some of the world's most epic waterfalls, all alone.
Look at this!
But more on that later. The village is owned by the Havasupai people, and entry is strictly controlled by a permit system. It can take years to get a permit, and if you're lucky enough to get one, it costs $455 per person for a 3-night trip, making this one of, if not the most expensive hikes in the US. So join us as we carry everything we need for the next 3 days on our backs, mostly Nate's back, to see if this adventure is worth the wait and expensive price tag.
Don't fall.
So,
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
saved it.
This has been a Pinguinati production. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description.